Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 30. They'll mark him down at the 39. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
At the 39-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
McCarthy's pass.
Wearing a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. McCarthy going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He'll try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Taylor Dickerson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
Well, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you can like that and hold it more. So it gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the open.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time, he's got him in, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Murray now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that snap is a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A field goal does nothing. It is touchdown or bust as they come up on third down.
Omaha.
Throwing again, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. It's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere,